is, well, y'all, it's Sunday fun day. We're getting everything geared up. We're getting ready to head up to the hub. We're gonna be putting up tents, or a tent, the food tent for the feast day. So that's today's mission. It's important to stay on top of vehicles. You think it'll work? We're gonna get the stuff off this trailer so we can transport the tent up there. So the other guys are over there unloading the trailer. We're unloading the tent pieces from the tonneau. It's a pretty big tent. Okay. Alright, y'all. So you hear that? Bring it closer. You hear that? Yeah, that's cast, that's iron. And if you look, come in closer, these are headshots here, but if you look there, you see where sometimes people will hit this screw and knock the whole target down. I'll show you a video of that. Sometimes people just wear out the wood on targets. These targets here are designed for pistons, okay? And what you do, you put this one in there, and when you hit it with a round, it knocks it off. And it gets you real good with your pistol. You know, hitting these and the thing's moving, and you gotta hit it while it's moving, and it gets you real proficient using a pistol. So I just wanted to tell y'all that while we're down here. Help them out. I'll help them out. Yeah, it's pretty light. Alrighty. I'm gonna just stab it at the root. Test. And he's gonna test to make sure it hooks up. There we go. We got the right. You didn't have the correct size ball on here first time. You got multiple connection balls on there, and we didn't have the right size one. Y'all can put that on there, but now we do. And what we're doing, we're gonna just throw that on there so we can put the tents on there. Are there any more pallets? We could probably use one more. And what we're doing, we're just putting. We're going to set the tent. It's a pretty big military tent. So we're going to set, it has about 3 or 4 pieces to it. So we're going to set them on there, and then we're going to bring it up the hill and start setting it up on top of the hill. We had to pull this trailer here. It was, as you see, that trailer was over here in the mud. It just rained here recently at Straitway. It was down in the mud, and we had to pull it out of the mud. So what we did, because our van got stuck, so what we did, I just told all the brothers to come over, and we just pushed the van, and we were able to just push it out of the mud. Again, teamwork. When you have numbers, man, things move fast. The thing is, a lot of people, they've never worked on functional things, so they don't know the power of having numbers. You can make things move real fast, you know what I'm saying? And you'll see today as we document us putting this tent together. So, all right, there we go. You gonna climb up there? Just set it on there sideways. There. Parent, bring that all the way over to this side. put this one right here. So a big thing, man, major thing that you run into with a lot of brothers is, you know, doing this type of work, doing these types of jobs together. You run into a lot of people who are absent-minded and not paying attention to what they're doing, and they can cause you a lot of time, energy, and effort, particularly because you're gonna come. A lot of stuff you're not gonna know how to do. But if you don't have a teachable spirit, then you're going to be a major problem. In fact, you see this group of brothers here, this is all we really need to have a thriving community. Because all these brothers are very serious-minded. They have teachable spirits, and they're willing to develop and learn and work on themselves spiritually, but also out here, you know, working together as you see them doing there. Also, when it comes to working together as a team and everything like that, they get it. They get the concept of community, brotherhood, and everything like that. The trick is having the Most High weed out the people who come to drag everything down, and don't really want to dwell together in unity with their brothers. So. All right, so just showing you one of our brothers. This is Brother Tone. How old are you, Tone?
56 or 57. I have to do the math.
And Brother Tone does more work than most people we've run into in their 20s. So he has a good work ethic, selfless mindset, definitely is, you know, a community-minded brother. Hey, y'all, we up here. Pastor Dow, I want to ask you about, just to talk a little bit about the importance of teamwork, brotherhood, community, how all that ties together.
First of all, team or teamwork in itself, it's like anything in life. In order to have a team, you're going to have a leader. And in the leader, we got to have everybody to buy into the particular mission or task that is trying to be accomplished. And you can't do that if you have individual minds pulling 5,000 different ways.
Right.
You understand what I mean? And so, and with having a team, you get first of all, you get the mission. You communicate the mission. You have an exchange of flow of information so everybody's on the same sheet of music, and then you implement it. It's the same way in a family. It's the same way in an organization. It's the same way, even if up here, y'all up here setting up a tent right now, right? Somebody has got to be the leader to give the direction. Everybody's need to understand their job and their task at hand, and to be on one mind, to have that one heart, that one soul, one spirit, so that when it's all said and done, nobody sees the leader that actually that led the charge in this. They see the finished product of the actual tent being done.
Right.
Now, people have an association to be able to look out and say, you know, I know that brother was there, that brother was there, that brother was there. But the glory is the accomplishment of the mission.
Right.
The task at hand.
Right.
So every successful team, I don't care what it is, who are champions, is because they cut out bickering, they cut out arguing, they cut out fault finding and putting forth the finger. And what they do is they look at the things in the areas where they need improvement in order for us to be able to get to the place that we want to be at. They deal with them and they go on to perfection. And as a whole, they accomplish the task and mission. That's the reason why they're winners.
Hallelujah. And talk about iron sharpening iron, because what I notice, a lot of the people who have things to say about, you know, people I've heard say stuff about Straitway and everything, it seems like they have a fear of being sharpened, and iron sharpening iron. And what the, you know, because in order to be on a team, you have to, it's not about you anymore. Mm-hmm. You have to discipline yourself to do what's good for the team. Can you speak on that?
Well, when the scriptures mention about iron sharpening iron, that means there's going to be friction. The friction is there to be able to show what is keeping us from being able to come together as a whole. That's what the friction is there for. That's the reason why you get heat. It has to be tempered, and it has to be forged. Relationships are forged that way. Right. But you've got to be able to be willing to get out there, rub elbows, to go through all the things that are hindering.
Right.
In order to go on to perfection.
Right.
You have to. You have to deal with it. You can't just sit back in your own little personal feelings and your butthurt emotions and stuff and expect success when we all are feeling the friction and stuff. The ideal of the friction is for us to be able to iron out all the problems and all the wrinkles and all the pain so that we can continue to keep driving on. Mm-hmm. And now we understand what it means because we've been there. We've done it. So when we see somebody else trying to implement and do the same thing, we've already have experience with what they're dealing with.
Right.
That's the reason why it's easy for me to say when people, let's say they're going to start communities or whatever, mm-hmm. right? It's easy for me because I know the human dynamic. Right. I know what they're getting ready to go up against. These people have never had any experience with humanity in these areas.
Right.
Everybody starts off with this grandiose idea. They see the mountaintop. They see the vision at the end of it. But you know what? You got to go through the wilderness. You got an experience to do. You got a bunch of stuff. You got attitude problems. You got ways. You got things that has to be conformed.
Exactly.
I tell you, man, and seeing people forget that. And then if they don't get it, what's going to happen is that everybody's going to stick and hold to their own personal opinion mm-hmm. rather than looking at the success and accomplishment of the mission. Mm-hmm. And they're going to sit there and hold their position, and you're going to get a bunch of offended people. Mm. And then the next step from that is because, you know what, you're not conforming to the mission at hand. You follow me? You're not trying to be like the team as a whole.
Right.
You follow me? And so since you're not doing that, you know what? It's no longer advantageous for you to be with us. You got to go.
Right.
And then those people are going to end up going out running to social media or go run tell their friends or their relatives because they got to be justified.
Right.
And what the reason why they left or the reason why they couldn't get along.
Right.
And in that, the justification is what? Putting forth for the finger. Right. And what else do y'all hate? The putting forth for the finger. And so rather than us down out to our ways and stuff, it's much more easier to character assassinate, to put finger and tell how everybody else is wicked and stuff. And it's just a round robin thing. It's the same old play in Satan's playbook.
But at the end, but at the end of the day, when what you see, the Bible tells you that you will know them by their fruit.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, anytime I see somebody putting forth the finger, I'm looking at what they got going on behind the scenes, and what is the person that they're pointing the finger at.
Well, let me tell you this, brother Israel, man. The biggest problem we have in society today is that it's amazing how they accuse their brother and work. Everybody, as soon as somebody points a finger, they look in the direction that the finger's being pointed. They never look at the person. They never analyze the person that is putting the finger forth, that is doing the accusing. Are you following me? Mm-hmm. Nobody ever peers into their life. And a lot of times they don't want you to peer into their life, because a lot of times when they accuse you of something, they're guilty of it themselves. So the society as a whole, and people that are not spiritual, they're conditioned to look towards where the finger is going.
Yep.
Are you following me?
Yeah.
And then everybody just jumps in on that, thinking they have a discernment, using discernment, and then they don't know the character. They don't know the attitude. They don't know the intent. They don't even know the lifestyle. They know nothing about the person that is actually doing the accusing, or the one that's pointing the finger. Right. They don't ever look into that. See, and remember, the book says, by their fruit you should know them. What, the fruit of the one that's putting the finger forth and accusing, or the one that's doing the accusing?
Right.
And see, now we go back to this 10 again. You got to know them that labor among you.
Exactly.
You got to.
Yep.
All right, my brother, you good?
I'm good. Appreciate it.
All right, got to roll.
All right. You heard from them, and we're going to continue getting after this tent, and I definitely need to get in here and be an example and help the brothers out. So look, I'll show you the progress they've made. All right, y'all, so we're going up with the tent. We're in the process of it. Yeah, I think so we're in the process of putting this thing up. It's proven to not be a simple task. I'll tell you that. It's pretty challenging, but these are the things that make us better. All right, y'all. Well, we are almost done. Pretty much looking at the finished project. We're putting in the last couple of stakes. One of the things when you do projects like this, there's a lot you learn. Working with a team, a lot you learn about yourself. A lot you learn about people you're working with. So, team building exercise. Definitely team building exercise. So you see behind me, you see Tone back there. He's closing the tent up there. The brothers up here are putting in the last couple of stakes. What time is it? What time is it, Terrence? Oh, wow. See? So because we get out here and we get after it early, the way we do, we still got plenty of time. We might be going swimming today, do some training. Some of the brothers need to do some training for swimming. And we still got a good part of the day left, Yeah, there you go. Military tent. And what this tent is for is, we call it the food tent. They set up the food in there so that as the people enter the fellowship hall, they just grab their food in there and head inside and sit down and eat. So, do your work as unto the Lord. Well, y'all, we're pretty much done. One thing that you really learn working, doing jobs like this, and my crew here, we do a lot of jobs like this, where whether it's pulling engines on vehicles or weapons training or putting up the tent, we do challenging jobs together. And like they say, you got to go through something to get to something. And from what I've seen in my experience working with Saints and stuff like that, you learn the most about people when you do this, when you work on teams with them. And you see all types of strengths, and then you also see all types of weaknesses. Some people come out and, they'll come out, work on a team, and things about them, it might be bad qualities about them, surface when you're out there working on a team. And when you see them, and this is everybody have bad qualities that surface when they're working on a team. But what you look for with these people is, can you correct? Can you change it? Are you willing to change it? And what you find, a lot of people, like you heard Pastor say earlier, when it's time for them to get corrected and changed, and like I said, you're out here, you're among the saints, stuff will come up about you that you were unaware of. And then it's time to see, are you willing to get sharpened? And a lot of people are not. That's why you see a lot of these, this whole situation that was been going on with Ringo and them getting so-called witnesses. And upon a slightly closer examination, you find out, and even if you listen to their speech, they tell on themselves. They say, yeah, I wasn't right here, or yeah, I had this issue, or they're having relationship issues, or you name it. You having relationship issues, majority of the time, that means you have issues with your own identity as a man. You see what I'm saying? You see a lot of people, we have people who come, they don't have a job, or they got some little piddly job. And then a lot of times you find out they got a bad work ethic. They don't know how to follow instructions. So this is why it's a blessing to be around the brothers, get perfected. Because I can't tell you the number of people that I've worked with, and we're working together. And some of these brothers, man, you got to rebuke them when you're on the job because they're not paying attention. They're not. You ask them to do something, it's half done. You see, there's all types of stuff. And I can't tell you the number of people where you're really getting on them and they're like, you know what? Man, I've been praying for this. I prayed that the Most High would help me figure out what's going on with me or what my issue is or whatever. And here it is. We're working together. We're telling you about this issue. We're breaking it down. And some people heed it and get after it. But some people, even after them praying to the Most High for these things to be revealed, even still, they are still so stubborn, stiff-necked, stiff-hearted that they're not willing to change. And what I'm discerning, because some of these people who are coming out saying stuff against us said they used to be a part of Straitway. Some of the people I don't even know, but after doing a little bit of investigating, you find out that they are that they got a bunch of issues that they're not willing to face, issues that they're not willing to deal with. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get back to it. We're almost done, and we'll continue with this. Y'all will continue following me through my day. All right, y'all. Mission's complete. You see the tents up behind us. They're bringing tables in now. Tom, what do you think?
It was a good job. Yeah, everybody showed up, worked hard. We got it done.
And it's noon time now, so.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna continue on with our day. We got the engine pulled out of our van. The name of this van we used to call it Big Red, then we painted it. But we got the engine pulled out, and we're gonna get some money together and get a new engine for it here soon. Throw it in there. Thing be like new. Now, the significant thing about this van is we paid $1,800 for this van, and this thing has been a workhorse. We built our business on it. It's made thousands of dollars for us. So all we gotta do is get a new engine, throw it in there, and hopefully it can make us thousands more. See, the children have fun out here, but they work too. They have a good work ethic instilled in them. What you're gonna see during the feast, man, they play hard. I mean, they have a ball out here. We're gonna definitely document that. Well, we're getting ready to wrap things up. Brother's over there chopping it up.